Today on Bain, I'm going to take y'all away to a beautiful place called Poverty Point that is just down the road from me. Poverty Point is a place where Indians lived in our area centuries ago, and they built one-of-a-kind mounds that are known worldwide. Archaeologists from all over the world come and they dig up the artifacts and study these mounds. I'll explain more later. Nearby is a man-made lake that you can stay at either through one of their cabins or just camping in your own RV. I'm going to show you these beautiful sites with all these water activities nearby that you can visit in all one visit. Stay tuned. Hey everyone, this is Steph and we're here today at Poverty Point Reservoir Park. This is a 2,700 acre land that was man-made, and it's focused around an old Indian mound that's known worldwide as Poverty Point. And so they came in and they built this and they made this reservoir. If you'll just take a look around. And so they made this lake for many different reasons for the locals to come, and many different water activities and everything. There's cabins to rent, beautiful cabins. You can bring your RV, your camper, whatever you would like, and just have a good time. You can rent canoes, you can do all kinds of stuff. You can fish. There's a little beach area where you can swim, and there's bunches of wildlife here. Be careful of the black bears. So if you'll just remember, this is an Indian park. There's people from all over the world that come, archaeologists that come and they dig and do for the different antiques there and everything left by the Indians years ago. We'll also bring you there and let you look, but I just wanted y'all to see how beautiful this is. We're going to take you up in the air with the drone and let you look all around. State Park was approved by our Governor Bobby Jindal and paid for by the Louisiana taxpayers. Stay tuned and I'll show you a beautiful look around. Poverty Point State Park is located 3 miles north of Delhi, Louisiana in Richland Parish. This 2,700-acre man-made lake is the centerpiece for Poverty Point Reservoir State Park. It offers its visitors an outlet for a variety of water sport activities and a beautiful scenic backdrop for the waterfall migration. The reservoir was created in 2001 as a water resource for the area and an outdoor outlet. Also on site, there's what's called the Morriston Mound Trails, which is a group of 5 earthen Neo-Indian mounds that you can track off to and go check out. While there's also waterfront cabins, a lodge, RV camping, marina and boat launch, fishing pier, a meeting room, a water playground for the kids, and a playground and picnic area. And if you're that golf club enthusiast, there's also what's called Black Bear Golf Club where you can golf. Check out this beautiful site. It amazes me every single time. Stay tuned and I'll show you a few clips and then we'll move on to the Indian Museum. We've now reached Poverty Point World Heritage Site. The tour starts you off inside of the museum where you can look at all the artifacts left behind by the Indians that used to live here, along with a film that you can sit down and enjoy and learn the history of the area. Poverty Point was a ceremonial center that was once home to perhaps thousands of people, as well as a trading hub unmatched by any in North America at that time. Those who lived at Poverty Point left no written records, but they did leave millions of artifacts behind. The artifacts provided clues about how people here lived their lives from day to day. These ancient American Indians built Poverty Point and made and traded goods, but details as to who they were or what they believed in are elusive. Incredibly, Poverty Point's inhabitants were not farmers. Only the natural bounty of some of the richest land and water in North America could feed such a large settlement of people, living solely off of wild game and native plants. This makes the fact that Poverty Point became such an important trading center all the more astounding. Much of what we know about Poverty Point comes from its millions of artifacts. Unfortunately, wood and other organic materials, which could have told us more about what these people used daily, decomposed long ago. Thankfully, there are plenty of artifacts that help recreate the story. Think of stone tools found at Poverty Point as kind of a road map. Many materials discovered there came from far-flung parts of Midwest and Southeast, which shows how vast their trade network was. Think also of Poverty Point decorations and styles as a fingerprint. The intricate owl pendants made of red jasper stone, and the ceramic human figurines are distinctive creations of this place. These and other artifacts give us a glimpse into the lives of these fascinating people. I asked the man at the front desk if these mounds actually carried any human remains, such as like a burial mound that you usually hear of on the Indian reservations and things like that, but the man told me that there was nothing found, but that did not mean that it was not a burial site. He just said it could be the fact that it's over time decomposed, or it could just be that they just didn't dig enough because it's such a huge territory that there's no way to tell what them mounds were for, why they were built, or if it could have been a burial mound. So it's all in your interpretation what to think. I think it's decomposed after a long time. It's been over 3,400 years. Poverty Point's centerpiece is its collection of earthworks built over the course of generations. Everything about Poverty Point's mounds suggests this was a massive, highly organized building effort. For example, Mound A, commonly known as the Bird Mound, is the second largest by volume in North America, which makes it very special. The mounds were not used for burials, is what they're suggesting. They're suggesting that they were for other special purposes. The long curved earthen ridges hold the few remains of ancient homes. One more enigma to consider is the plaza holds traces of giant rings of thick wooden posts that would have taken a small army to construct. Their purpose is still undetermined. We were told that the deepest they had ever dug into the core of Mound A was 6 feet. By the way, Mound A is 72 feet tall, and the base of the mound measures 710 feet in length. The next part of the tour takes you outside to have a virtual look at the mounds themselves. You can also choose to have a guided tour. We chose just to drive through and see it ourselves. Mound A is the largest mound of all of them, constructed around 1350 BC. Mound A is 72 feet tall, and the base measures 710 feet in length east to west, 660 feet in width north to south, and contains about 390,000 tons of dirt placed basket load by the Indians. Mound A is the largest mound built by American Indians at Poverty Point, or at an earlier time in North American prehistory. Mound A remained the largest earthen construction in North America for the next 2,000 years. Mound A was built in 3 distinct stages. 1. The cone or the tall ridge on the western side. 2. The low, flat platform on the east side. And 3. A ramp to connect the platform and cone. Archaeological evacuation and core samples indicate Mound A was built quickly, perhaps in 90 days. In the 1950s, archaeologist James Ford suggested that Mound A is shaped like a bird in flight. Ford envisioned the north-south extensions as the wings and the eastward extending platform as the tail. Today, Mound A is sometimes referred to as the bird effigy mound. We do not know if a bird form was the builder's intent. However, birds are often represented in American Indian art of the period. We're going to take you up high and let you look and see if you can actually see the bird image yourselves. Sometimes you can see it better than on other days, just depending on the weather. But I'll also put a diagram there that will show you what it's supposed to look like. Stay tuned. The conclusion is that Poverty Point Complex stands out as the first truly monumental earthen construction north of Mexico. Not another site comparable was built for another 2,000 years. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so very much. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.